Here we go. 2015 Silverado got last week. Only has 115,000 miles.
What?
Had to go ahead and get a little bit of a lift. 2.5-inch coilovers with some new tires.
Take advantage of the chests.
That was Creek Fishing Adventures.
They seem really expensive anyways.
It's like, where's that coming from? Got him a new truck, apparently. All right, I'm checking everything. Make sure we're live. Live on the Facebooks. Make sure the cameras look all right. Live on the YouTubes. Let's see. Are we live on the YouTubes? Yes, we are. And then Twitch. There we go. You guys hear me all right? I noticed last time this microphone wasn't picking me up very good, so we'll work on that. This is kind of going to be just a chill stream. I ain't got a whole lot going on. I got to make a few things for a couple of orders. Do some Q&A if you guys have any questions or anything. I'll answer your questions as much as I can anyway. Once everybody gets in here, we got a limited time color. Whatnot only. Make sure both of the phones are charging. Mountain Laurel Craw. There's our limited color right there. Lunch at Granny's. So everybody does, you know, their PB&J purple and brown, but we went with strawberry. I kind of do need my halo light on. Come on, come on. Here we go. Okay, that's better. Strawberry jam and peanut butter. That was my granny's favorite, strawberry jam. Oh, my fingers are tingling, y'all. It's like carpal tunnel or something from making so many baits. Oh. So the first thing I have to make is the walnut stain color and the dragonflies for an order. So we'll do that. I got me a meat grinder, so I don't have to cut up this stuff so often. Hopefully that saves my hands from the carpal tunnel. Let's see, I only need one of these because it's walnut stain. It's a single color. Wow. We're going to do a whatnot stream tomorrow. That's where you're going to find all our exclusive colors. We do exclusive colors for the whatnot streams. Not available on the website. That's our walnut stain color. You know, when you first get a walnut, it's got that green husk around it, and then it's got the black tarred stuff inside. It stains your hands. It's kind of what this is meant to replicate. What's up, Will? How you doing? How's everything look and sound there? You're the first one to comment. Congratulations. Appreciate you stopping in. This is kind of a slow day for me, surprisingly. Got a little bit of time to chill. I was in here until 4 o'clock in the morning the other night because I had so many orders and I had to get them out. Making stuff. Today I only have to make one thing for an order. I have everything else in stock for all of the other orders. That's what I was worried about. The quietness. I don't know why it's quiet. Let me do that right there. I don't know if that's... Actually, do this. I'll put a little bit of gain on it. That might be too much gain. That's +6 on the gain there. Yeah, 100 with 60. Humidity is like 160. Still clear and louder. Okay, so we're good on the loudness there then. I don't want it to what's it called when it yeah, when it maxes out. I don't want it to max out. If I have to, I'll turn the gain up a little bit more. Appreciate you helping me key this in here. And I've already messed up because I need to make my wings first before I make the bodies for the dragonflies. It's kind of important. So I changed my wing color on my dragonflies. I wanted to go with a more natural color, and this is like this looks a little darker than it actually is once you get it on the wings. But this has got a little bit of amber or honey color in it, and it looks more like a natural wing. There it is on the new cicada. These new cicadas are available, by the way. We did release them finally. I don't have them in dual colors yet, because my mold maker kind of messed up on the molds and they don't laminate correctly, so they're making new ones. Okay. Perfect. So clipping is what it's called. Gotcha. Any advice for, so you're wanting to remelt old plastics? You want to get some heat stabilizer. That's the main thing. So I do remelt my plastic. I make sure I use everything. I don't want no waste. But when I do reuse my plastic, I make sure I put heat stabilizer in it. That keeps it from, dropping in quality and durability and stuff. I just use bait plastics heat stabilizer. It stinks to high heavens, but it saves your baits from the damages of reheating. All right, Will. Have a great day at work, man. Thanks for all the help. Appreciate you. What's up, Swamp Bottom? Yeah, man. I don't get on here very much, dude. It's like a chill day today. I got a lot of orders, but I had everything in stock mostly. There's one thing I got to make. I was in here until 4 o'clock in the morning the other night, dude. It was bad. Getting ready to make some dragonflies. That's the only thing I have to make. I changed to the wing color. I wanted to go with a more natural wing color. It's still not where I want it to be, though. Like, I want the veins of the wings to show up more, but that's hard to do. But this is like a sweet honey amber color. It's not that dark once it's on the baits, obviously. But what have you been into, Swamp Bottom? Yeah, Travis, no problem. Let me know if you have any more questions. I don't know how much you know about melting plastisol and stuff, but you don't want to really get it over 350 degrees. 350, 360 is okay. And then you want to inject it around 330 or something like that. Of course, all that kind of depends on your molds too, but if you go above 350 degrees, you're going to burn if you go far over 350 degrees, you're going to burn your plastisol, and it's going to be a chemical mess. So you want to get like obviously the most accurate is like a stick thermometer, but I do use the laser, and you just stir it as you got your laser on it. That way you're getting an accurate reading from everything. Keep it moving. Oh. And you want to have some kind of exhaust. You guys can't really see what's above my head, but it's basically like a what's it called? It's over your stove, Jesus. But yeah, anyway, I've got a plastic tote up here, and I've got an exhaust vent going down through it with a exhaust fan down there sucking all the fumes out. So I'll just leave that there. Work and making plastics. sounds like me, man. Glad you've been busy. Yeah, so that's pretty much your basics. You want a metal, you know, scissors and a knife to stir. You want scissors to cut it up into little pieces. Knife to stir it. Then your heat stabilizer and stuff. Want to exhaust if you got just like a box fan or something to put in your window while you're doing it. And then have something behind you to blow it out. You want something behind you to blow, and then something in front of you to suck it out. Whenever you go to inject, like I said, around 330, 340 is good injection temperature. You don't want to press real hard. You want to have really good clamps on your molds, because if you don't, they'll flash. It's called flash. That's when it goes out of the cavity of the mold and you got just a thin paper thin skin around your bait. So you want really strong clips on your molds when you go to inject them. Yeah, man, that's a great idea. I've probably got 60 pounds of plastic over here. And it's just sprues. That's all it is. Just sprues. Whenever you do a laminate, like a dual color, top bottom color, you can't reuse that color because it's gonna mix together and you're not gonna have the same color you're looking for. You can remelt them and make a random, some random other color, but I appreciate the questions, man. You're keeping my brain nice and fresh and keeping me on my toes. I don't get out much. See, these are the clamps that I have. They're massive woodworking clamps. They weigh about 5 pounds a piece, just the clamps. I crank them down. Right now I'm just making wings for my dragonfly. Gotta make walnut stain color in that. Swamp Bottom, you got anything new going on, dude? You're still in here? Travis, by chance, do you have any TPE baits mixed in there? The thermoplastic elastomer baits like Z-Man and Nico, the stretchy stuff. That stuff you cannot reuse. It's pretty much impossible. What's up, Pleco? What you into, man? We went against the first place team, Pleco, and we went 2-2 with them. So, I don't know, they haven't put the results up for league yet, but Connor was killing it. He was using an Ion Pro Max which is it's kind of weird on a 37-foot short pattern, but um, it's a pearl, I guess, and he's got a really weird pap and all that stuff. Okay, yeah, that should be good. Gigabaits. I'm also going to be working on colors for my unreleased baits. I got one unreleased bait right now. We got another one coming down the pipe that I don't have the molds for yet. And I'm getting ready to buy a huge amount of molds. I'm basically going to double the amount of molds I have. Which is going to cost me around $10,000 probably. That's going to suck. But if I have more molds, I can make more baits and hopefully I can lower prices. That's what I'm wanting to get to anyway. Oh, really? So you went down in surface. So it was higher than 2K, or it was lower than 2K. And you went up to 2K, right? To get it further down lane, is that what you're talking about? Ooh, I wasn't watching this. I wasn't watching it. That's what I'm talking about right here, Travis. Especially with this Porosol Pro, yeah, it heats up good. It doesn't take long. See that, like right now, this is 400 degrees, and it didn't burn, thankfully, because it's Porosol. Porosol's pretty good stuff. My injector. Here we go. Porosol Pro, the new Porosol. The old Porosol was horrible. New Porosols, it's the stuff, man. I actually went from my own custom blend. I didn't get all the air. I didn't get all the air out of my injector. It's 5K factory. Okay, so you went up. Or waiting down. I get that confused. Okay, so you needed it to burn up some of its energy before it got down there, huh? I see. Gotcha. It was storing too much energy. They change patterns next week, and I hope to God it's a long pattern, because we've had 4 long patterns, or we've had 4 short patterns in a row. We had that one short, the flat short pattern. That was the first one, and then we had the PBA regional team pattern, which was 42 or something like that. I think it was 42. I can't remember. And now we've got we had three patterns. Okay. And now we're on the 2026 back pattern. Yeah, it was V2. Yep. I just want to use one of my solids, man. My Vengeance, and then I got a hybrid. I'll go from my Vengeance down to my DV8 Heckler hybrid. And then I can go to my Outer Limits Pearl. I had somebody give me a Ember, a Storm Ember, which is just above my IQ, and it's a pearl. So it actually worked really well on the pattern that we were doing, because I was using my IQ and then it just started not hooking down lane. And then that guy brought that Ember over there, and he's like, here, he's like, I don't want this thing anymore. I'm just gonna give it to you. And I was like, bro, you can't do that with me. I was like, I got a thing with people giving me things. And he's like, no, dude. He's like, I hate this thing. Just take it. And I was like, okay. And then I looked up the stats and stuff on it, and I was like, well, that's right above my IQ. So I threw it, and it was popping right in the pocket. And then from that, I went to the Ion Pro Solid, which is the asymmetrical, the weak asymmetrical solid. And it was hitting hard. Tank. What's up, man? I'm just making some wings for my dragonflies right now. And then we're going to inject them with walnut stain. David, what's up, bro? I don't know if you answered my message back. Not yet. I haven't looked at messages there. Hope you're doing all right, man. Getting ready to make some walnut dragonflies. Talking about bowling. Doing some Q&A. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. I'll answer them as much as I can. Can't give away too many secrets, but got some coffee. All right. You guys get to see the process that it takes to make the dragonflies. This is one reason the dragonflies are more expensive than the other baits. They're a multi-step process. Irresponsible decisions. Oh man, dude, that cicada, man. Tank, yeah, I'm doing this full time, man. This will be my second year full time. There's the cicada. I launched this business on New Year's of 2023, and I quit my normal job the last day of 2024. So it took me 2 years. No problem, Travis. Hopefully I gave you enough information there. Feel free to ask shoot me a message on the website there. I do everything, guys. So yeah, my website was 100% done by me. I make all the baits. I answer all the emails, all the messages. So anytime you email the email or you do the chat on the website, it's going to be me. My wife helps me. She does most of the, she helps me in the mornings packing the orders and getting them ready to ship out. But everything else is me. Thank you, Dave. All right. So this is the process we go through to make the dragonflies. I have to inject the clear body first. Well, not the clear body, but I have to inject clear first to make the wings. Then we have to open the mold. Get the wings set in there real good. And then we have to rip the body. We have to rip the sprue and the bodies out of the mold. And then we have to inject the body color. And the quicker you do this, the better, because that just helps the wings melt into the body better. I've got 4 dragonfly molds, so I have to do this to 4 molds. Double check the wings, make sure they're in their seats good. Put the mold back together, move to the next one. Nope. Pulled that one out. Yeah, Tank, I miss streaming, man. I miss streaming the fishing trips. That's fun. I don't get to go fishing much anymore. I can't even get out there to get footage of my own baits. I have to rely on other people to test my baits out for me. I'll tell your boss to let me go fishing. My old boss used to joke with me. He's like, Calvin, your company's gonna get so big that I'm gonna just have to quit here and go work for you. Dude, I remember, it's so crazy, man. I still can't believe that this is real. I remember when I first started, one of my coworkers, He was like, "Man, I can tell this is already going to, I can already tell this is going to be big." And I was like, "Yes, whatever, dude." It's like, I was like, "I'm just making some baits that I think would be cool to use in the creek because I can't find what I want to use." And then, I mean, it wasn't long after that, you know, a year, I guess. I mean, it took off faster than that, but after that first year went by, I mean, it was really going. And that's when they started joking about, you know, we're gonna have to come work for you one of these days. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm glad they had that confidence in me. I try not to over expect on anything. I don't expect anything from anything or anybody. And I think that's what keeps me so level is, I guess you could say I don't expect anything from anyone, but I also always expect the worst from everything. So I've already mentally prepared myself for things, and I think that's why I just, you know. No, not that I know of, Tank. I don't think there's any 3D printing material that's pliable enough. Is that what I'm trying to say? Is that the word? Flexible? Soft enough? I mean, I could certainly print out a harder soft plastic dragonfly. But as far as 3D printing something that has any kind of flexibility or action to it, I don't think that's possible right now. You can 3D print hard baits like crankbaits and stuff like that. But I have not dibbled into that yet. I almost bought a 3D printer. Last week, I think it was. I had one in the cart. And then after I thought about it for a little bit and stuff, I decided against it. One, I don't have time to fool with it. I have absolutely pretty much pushed myself to the limit as far as what I'm able to do. At this point, I'm gonna have to expand. You know, we already hired TriStar as my sales representative, and he does vendor shows and whatnot shows and stuff like that. He goes around and calls and tries to get wholesale accounts. So he is essentially my first employee. But I don't have any room. This room is stuffed to the gills. I need a bigger space, a standalone building that I can work in and I can organize everything. I need more molds, which I'm getting ready to order once they get back with me on that quote. I still kind of want to redesign a couple of my baits. We're redesigning the one little bait, our little baby minnow shad thing. We're redesigning it, and it's going to be I'll show it to you. It's called the root fry. It's a vertical split tail. So it's a little bit different than your normal split tails. They don't, this is like the actual orientation of an actual fish instead of it being flat. It just splits like that. Side to side, or vertically up and down instead of side to side. But that's going to be the root fry. It is a 2-inch crappie bait, essentially. That's one of our new ones. We got another new one that I'm working on. I actually need to get more molds of that one too in that order, because I only ordered 4 20 cavity molds for that one. I need 4 more. We're working on a bait with By His Grace Fishing on YouTube. Literally the only reason that I'm doing the bait with this guy is because he contacted me. He's been my affiliate for a while. I've got affiliates in here right now, and By His Grace Fishing has been absolutely top notch. Putting out content, catches tons of fish, awesome guy. So he contacted me with a bait idea that he wanted to see, and I was like, no, let's just make it your bait. We'll name it after you. We'll put something in the design to make it after your channel, to create it after your channel, and it'll be your bait. Oh, there he is now in the YouTube chat. What's up, man? You heard us talking about you, didn't you? That's funny. By His Grace, we're doing a limited run color on Whatnot. Oh, I accidentally sprayed a hot plastisol on this one. You know how everybody does the PB&J? Well, we're doing PB&J, but it's in strawberry. Strawberry jelly and peanut butter. And it's called Lunch at Granny's. You always go to Granny's to get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. All right, now we got to melt the walnut stain. By His Grace Fishing, we got to make the fishing trip happen, dude. Like, this year. Unfortunately, I'm afraid that it would be easier for me if you came up here, just because it's very difficult for me to leave for any amount of time. But if we can make that happen, that would be amazing. I would love to come down there, to be honest with you, because you have far more beautiful creeks than I have up here. If you were to come here, we would have to fish some of the creeks that I fish on a normal basis. There's some beautiful creeks up in the mountains and stuff like that, but I can't get up there and explore those creeks because I just don't have the time. but they're beautiful and they have wild and native trout. I just can't, like I said, I can't get up there to do it. Man, I can't wait to see you use that cicada. Oh my goodness. That's gonna be some good videos. I gotta get out and fish myself here sometime. We got a lot of rain lately. Sure you have too. But I gotta get back out there and get some video footage and stuff like that. After this, we'll start working on some more colors for the root fry. I just did Granny's griddle on the root fry. Who's that? What's up, Gimpy? Yeah, Gimpy, I gotta get out, man. Well, I hope you can make it. Getting ready to do another video with Michael, TriStar Fishing. He's the one that did, he's the guy that fishes for striper all the time. And he learned about my channel or my company, and he wanted me to take him micro fishing. You know, he catches fish as long as my leg. And he's like, let's go, yep, Mr. Cole. And I was like, all right, well, we can do a video. But I was like, we're going to be micro fishing. And he's like, all right, cool. And he pulls up and pulls out a rod, like a fast medium action rod. With like a 3-inch spoon on it. And I was like, man, when I said micro fishing, I really meant micro fishing. I was like, you're gonna have to use my stuff. I was like, I got another rod you can use. Oh, okay, yeah, cool, man. We're gonna do the East Tennessee Fishing Expo again. I don't know if I'm gonna go because it just is too much. Okay, for one, it's too much for me mentally. I do not. I get drained very quickly in highly social situations. This right here is fine because I'm by myself. There's not people crowding me. There's not all kinds of people talking and lots of things going on. And I can do the same thing if I'm one on one with somebody. But once I get in crowds and there's a lot of stuff going on and there's a lot of people trying to talk at once, my battery just goes and I completely shut down. I don't want to talk. I don't want to. It's a really weird feeling that I don't even know how to explain. That it almost takes over your whole body. I wish I could explain it, but I just can't. So there's that, and then the other factor of just because I can't is it's very difficult for me to leave here for multiple days when I have tons of orders coming in on the website and stuff like that. I can't go and stay somewhere for multiple days in a row and come back to 100+ orders. Okay, yeah, dude, I remember you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Chris come up. There's a lot going on when you came up. Uh, who else was there? Chris was there. There's somebody else was there with you, or maybe not with you, but that was there beside you. I can't remember. Yeah, man, I remember. But yeah, like I get that way. I get that feeling and that drainage even when I'm with my family. Like if it's more than 2 or 3 people and everybody's trying to talk and it's just a high energy environment, I either have to walk out and go out on the porch. I have to go outside and just detox for a minute. I don't know what it is. I hate it because I can't go places and enjoy places with my family. But it's just the way it is. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's all that time spending all that time by myself in the creeks when I was a kid that made me not enjoy social interactions. That's not the fact that I don't enjoy them. I enjoy, especially at Tennessee Fishing Expo, I enjoy meeting everybody and all that stuff. What I don't enjoy is the feeling that I get afterwards that I can't help. I am just not a high energy person. I'm a very serious person. I don't joke around a lot. This is who I am. I'm very down to earth, I guess you could say. That could go both ways, though. Somebody that jokes around and is really outgoing can be down to earth too. But I'm just chill. I don't have to do a lot to be happy and entertained. You sound like me. The great outdoors. I will probably come to the great outdoors one. Yeah, any of the local shows. Yeah, we chase catfish, but like to catch anything really. My buddy George. Okay, he's also on the pro staff. Sweet. I need to get you followed on. I get you subbed on YouTube if I'm not already. I'm streaming, bro. You want to say hi? Jeez. That's from ours? Today? Show the camera.
I got more.
There's no way they laid that many to. Nah, that's got to be from the neighbors, man. Must- I guess we'll just we'll ask them if they want them when they get back. They might just give them to us for watching their chickens. You don't have any videos, you just watch a lot. Gotcha. My son's just went out there and got the neighbor's chickens' eggs. We kind of forgot about the chickens laying eggs. So they're out for like a week. And they ask us to watch their dogs and their chickens. And we've got chickens ourselves. He just brought like 10 eggs in here. Okay, just checking the chats to make sure they're all keeping up. And for some reason, sometimes it bugs and the chats stop working. Okay. There's our walnut dragonflies. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm exactly the same. I don't want to be in anything like that. You can keep it. That's why I sold my bass boat. That's why I don't bass fish. So a little story that you may not know. I don't know if I've like made it public or not, but I used to have a bass boat. Okay, let's start from the beginning. As a kid, I fished creeks, miles and miles. I'd wade up and down creeks. At about 13, 14 years old, I stopped fishing. Started getting into some other things that were not good. And then at about 21, I started back fishing again. But this time, when I started back, I got a bass boat, right? I was like, I'm going to try bass fishing. Got some friends together that would go on my boat with me. They would take me on their boat, etc., etc. And man, I didn't enjoy it. It just was not fun. I caught fish, every time we went, I'd catch bass. Yeah. Oh yeah, bass. Oh yeah, another bass. Yep, another bass. All right. And then the experience itself, having the boat at your house, having to do all the maintenance on it, winterize it, all that stuff, hooking it up, taking it to the lake, backing it down the ramp, fighting everybody. Tons of people at the ramp, you gotta wait. And then some people are rude and they, all that mess. Then you get out on the lake and, you gotta fight everything else that's out on the lake. No offense to anybody that, jet skis or pontoon boats or whatever, it's everybody's lake. I'm glad y'all are out there enjoying the water, but that was not an enjoyable part of it for me. None of it whatsoever was enjoyable. So I ditched the bass boat and I went back to creek fishing. And I've been happy ever since. Chopper, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Never would have imagined, dude. I'm telling you. I was just telling that story to people earlier. When I first started in 2023, my coworker was like, "Dude, I can already tell this is gonna be big." And I laughed at him. I was like, "Dude, whatever." Like I just want to make some baits that are, I think would be cool to fish in the creek. And then they continued to joke about it. I don't think they were joking. I think they were serious. I think they just had more confidence in me than I had in me. But yeah, still can't believe it. How do I find creeks? I just go on the Google Maps, follow the blue lines. Usually I'll look for a road going over the creek or something like that, and I'll just go down to road view and I'll follow the creek until I can find some kind of access point. I've got tons of pin drops on my Google Maps of places that I've never even got to go to look at. And then I just pinpoint it and I mark it under want to go. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, right. By his grace. Dude, Michael Call's doing things, man. He's been doing things for a while. He's good. Pistol Creek. I called Pistol Creek actually just about a month ago. Pistol Creek really could have took off, man. With the short period of time that he made videos, he blew up like huge. And I guarantee you 100%, if he could have prioritized YouTube, not over his family, but over his job, if he could have prioritized YouTube over his normal job and got it to where he could make enough money through YouTube to prioritize it, he could have done that full time in a heartbeat. But I called him, I talked to him, I asked him questions. He said, man, he said the time it takes to do those videos, and my full-time job, I was alienating my family. So he wanted to have more time for his family, which makes sense perfectly. But I feel like he could have had more time with his family. Like, he's got time with his family right now, even though he's got a normal full-time job. But that full-time job is already seeping over 8 hours of your day away from your family. So if he could have prioritized YouTube and made YouTube his main thing, he would have been able to have a lot more time with his family than what he has now. I don't know how long it would have took him to get to that point. I don't know how much he made on YouTube. But I genuinely feel that's what he could have done. But he did. His voice was freaking perfect. When I saw Chris use your stuff, he said he made it. Dude, the first time I seen Chris and Creek Fishing Adventures and Pistol Creek Pan Fishing use my stuff, dude, I was just like, you gotta be kidding. This is unreal. And then this year's big thing was Field and Stream. When I seen that email from Field and Stream wanting to sell my stuff, I was what? And now my stuff is available through Field and Stream. Okay. What's up, Brandy? Appreciate the support. Thank you for the order. Get it shipped out to you tomorrow there. Today has been one of my slower days as far as orders go. A couple days back, I was in here till 4 o'clock in the morning. I had over 100 orders. And that was something. Creek Fishing Adventures is how you found me. Sweet, man. Thank you. I was stoked when I got to meet Creek Fishing Adventures at East Tennessee Fishing Expo yesterday. That's cool. I was grinning ear to ear. He's a man. And Chris. When I seen Chris come around the corner, I was like, unreal. Unreal. All right, I guess we can work on some of these the root fries. I've only got 4 more colors I need to make in them. I don't know where my list went though. There it is. We got Last Native, Long-Eared Lightning, Morning Yonder, and Jack's Cursed making these. They're all laminates too. They take the longest to make. Ooh. Oh, Nola Chucky. Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. Yeah, no, I've fished the Nola Chucky. I've never kayaked it. I never want to kayak it. Not unless I go with somebody. Like my one dude I talked to there. Can't remember his name. It's been over a year since I talked to him. Unless I go with him, he kayaks it and floats it all the time. Some of these didn't inject all the way. I was trying a different injection method with these. I was injecting slower. But as you can see, some of the tails didn't inject all the way. So those are going to be blemished. Not going to be letting those go out. But we got some that are full injection there. I need to check and see if anybody's tried to call me on my phone. My phone doesn't go off when I'm streaming. Returned order. I got an email from a customer about a returned order. To check that out. All right, what we got going on? Refry. Yeah, man, that root fry is gonna do good. Gimpy, thanks for stopping in, man. Have a great day, man. Good hearing from you again. The root fry. All right, I guess we'll do last native. The last native. What's up, Ben? Yeah, I actually only have one thing to make for orders. So now I'm just doing the root fry stuff, trying to get the rest of the colors made for the root fry. And I wanted to test out the lighting. See if it was good. Getting ready to make the last native in the root fry. Your favorite color. You see why I got me a meat grinder? I honestly think this is why my fingers tingle. There's poor tendons doing all this scissoring. Oh yeah, man. World's Worst Fishing was one of the first bait makers that I ever watched. I watch him and SDG. Yeah, he's really good. Bait chucking. There's several other ones. Bait chucking. So you guys, I got Ben. Ben's gonna be in here. TriStar Fishing. He's gonna be in here tomorrow doing the Whatnot show with us. We're gonna have this limited Whatnot exclusive color lunch at Granny's, strawberry jam and peanut butter, PB&J, strawberry PB&J. All your PBJs are purple and brown. We decided to go red. Okay, so this plastic's going to take about 10 minutes to heat up. If you guys got any questions, now will be the time. Yeah, I can only make 40 of these root fries at a time. And then after that, I have to put the eyes on them too. I changed the lighting in here. I used to have these really bright LED lights in here. And then I started seeing all these videos about LED fatigue and stuff. And how LED lights, they flicker. You can't see it. Like if you're just looking at the light, you can't see it, but it's actually flickering really, really fast. And that drains your energy, makes you tired, irritable, stuff like that, because your brain is processing all that. Even though you can't see it, your brain is processing it. And the only way you can see it is if you take a slow motion video on your phone of your lights. I did that, and man, it was like, yeah, it was bad. Like it was hard to watch the video. It was flickering so much. So I switched, and I feel a lot better actually. It's it might be a mental thing. You know, it might be crazy, but I actually feel better without the crazy LED lights in here. Old school orange street light, yeah. It is very interesting, dude. After I started seeing videos of it, I started researching it myself, you know, to make sure I wasn't just being fooled. And yeah, dude, it's a thing. It's really weird. But if you got slow motion on your phone, just hold it up to your lights, take a 3-second slow motion video and play it back, and you'll see all the flashing. It's crazy. Yeah, man, I think anything that's not natural, dude, it messes with you. It's- we're not meant to. We're not meant to see these things and stuff. Yeah. But then after you take a slow motion video of your lights inside, go outside. I don't know. You can point it straight out at the sun if you want to, but just go outside and take a slow motion video, and you won't see any flashing or flickering at all. And now I have no flashing or flickering in here because I have these wave. They're called waveform. Yeah, waveform lighting. They're great. They're not as bright, which kind of sucks because you do need a light. But I can still see good. Yeah, the incandescent bulbs. Dude, I used to drive down the road at like 3 o'clock in the morning and just stare at the street lights. The incandescent ones. Just go down through there. That was like my zen. Besides the creek. My daytime zen was the creek. My nighttime zen was driving down the road when nobody else was on the road and just watching the street lights. Oh, that's cool, man. The Click Beatles. I haven't seen one of those in a while. I used to play with them when I was a kid, though. I just hold them in my hand and watch them click. Oh, we're getting there. I'm gonna stir these up. I bet you Mr. Tom, Gruesome Tom's in here lurking right now, spying on me, figuring out how he can kidnap me and take me to his torture shed up in Norway. Tie me up and make me watch him shake his bacon all 24/7. Ugh. I'd like to get all these colors done, then I can launch this bait. We could have a bait launch. Oh man. The part that takes the longest is heating up the plastic. It takes 12 minutes at least every time that I have to melt a new plastic. Laminate anyway, 2 colors. It should be good. Look at that last native. I have to hold pressure on this mold for quite a bit longer. Or it doesn't fully feel. Let's see. Preheating the molds would probably help a little bit. What I was doing 5 months. It just takes too much energy and time, bro. Today is a chill day. I don't have a whole lot to do. I'm just making some stuff. Most of the time, so this is my routine. Me and the wife. We wake up in the morning. We come in here. We start going through all the orders, packing everything and getting them ready to ship out. As we go through the orders, we mark down what we're out of or what I need to make new stock of. And then I take all the orders to the post office. When I get back, I come back to the list that we wrote down and I have to start making everything so that I can get the orders out for tomorrow. And streaming, I have to stop and talk to chat and all that good stuff. And it gets me behind. I don't have enough time to do that. But today I do, so. And it's a very, very rare occasion. It's good to see you, man. Glad you're still doing well. Dude, I was in here till 4 o'clock in the morning the other day. I had over 100 orders. And I was in here till 4 o'clock in the morning making baits. If that gives you any idea. I used to work 8 to 5 at my normal job. Now I work from 8 to 4 a.m. But I love it. That's the difference. Mm. I was just talking about Gruesome Tom. Big time, big boy. I bet he's in here lurking, shaking his bacon while he's watching me inject. Hummus. I'm going to take one of these out because I want to see what they look like. This is our new unreleased bait. You guys are getting a sneak peek. Bet this one tastes like atomic fireballs. Check out this color right here. This is called Lunch at Granny's. It's a strawberry jelly and peanut butter color that we're doing for our Whatnot stream tomorrow. If you're on Whatnot big time, get in there. Me and TriStar Fishing's going to be in there doing the stream tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Hey, look, there's my mama. Hello, mother. Big time, you probably don't want to get on Whatnot because you'll end up spending tons of money that you don't realize you're spending. Whatnot is basically an auction app. So, and they got tools, knives, electronics, everything on there, and people bid for it. And it's a live bidding thing. So, you know, like I'll come up and be like, all right, here's the new bait. You know, starting bid $5, and then people bid. You know, people get drones, TVs, and all kinds of crazy stuff for like $5. If you get in there at the right time, but you got to be careful because it is addicting. Ooh, look at that! Oh my Lord! That looks like a real life brook trout right there. Slap my granny coffee. Yeah, this turned out nice. Perfect laminates too. Look at that. There at the tail split. Top's red, bottom is green. Perfect. Now I gotta take these out anyway because I gotta do another color. What am I thinking? That's pretty. Yeah, that one looked really good. I'm excited about that one. Check this out. Let's see. Is that a good representation? Yeah, that's pretty good. Here, let's do this while we're live. Here's my weird little gel stuff at. Got it. Okay. Whoop. Don't got it. Dang it. I can't find my little pink gel stuff. Is that it? That's not it. I just had that stuff. I put it in here when I cleaned up. There it is. I just need one eye. It's not supposed to be this hard. This is the extra step that I have to take with this bait after I make them. I have to put the eyeballs on it. And I'm a perfectionist, so if it's not perfect, it's gonna drive me crazy. There we go. And there's another step to that, but I'm not going to do it right now because, yeah. It's just putting a clear coat over it. What is your best day to go on a creek adventure? I don't know, man. Are you going to eat it? Yeah, it just varies. So, Buys Grace Fishing. Mondays are not good because we got a lot of orders from the weekend coming in. Tuesday nights are not good because that's when we go to bowling league. Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. Saturday's pretty good usually. So yeah, just not Monday or Tuesday. Gunpowder, what's up? Bowling? I thought you, I think you meant drag racing. Oh yeah, sorry, drag racing. Yeah, we build our own drag cars and stuff, and go down here to the track and race them. So. Oh yeah, doing the test tank on the stream be cool. What you into, Gunpowder? How was work today? How's work going? Period, I should say. Gunpowder, I was in here till 4 o'clock in the morning making baits the other day because I had like over 100 orders. Okay, there's our last native color in that, the root fry. Big time, big boy. Works work. On vacation, oh snap. Yeah, I bet Pigeon Forge is a mess. Well, it's in the middle of the week, so it may have been, it probably wasn't too bad. Yeah, pretty much big time. I drive my drag car to the race, to the post office. That is a accurate analysis for sure. That's why I take the backwards on the way there. All right, so we got last native. Now we got to do long ear lightning. Can't let the revenue agents see you. Nice. Yeah, man. There's all kinds of good fishing down there. Right there, the Pigeon and the Little Pigeon River and all them mountain streams. Shoot, yeah. Long ear lightning. There's the top of long ear lightning. There's the bottom of long ear lightning. I wanted to make this look like a long-eared sunfish. They have a lot of blue in the top, so Yeah, obviously you want to go with blue and orange flake. And obviously they got the orange on the bottom. Along your lightning. That's still warm. Do, 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 do. Okay, Chester, it works. Hopefully we'll be done with the orders. I need to try to get up a little bit earlier. This is actually one of my favorite colors right here. I really like it. Oh gosh. Seen a couple of tweakers while I was there. That sucks, man. I hate that it's gotten to that point. They weren't like slunched over and stuff, were they? I hope all that mess ain't coming here. All right, here we go. Another 12 minutes of waiting. Yeah, that longer is gonna be killer. Dude, it 100% cross. 100%, man. Like, as soon as I take it out of its cup, it starts like losing breath and stuff. So, and then I start cutting on it, you know. And it suffers. It suffers for at least 11 minutes until it's fully melted. It's brutal. They're cussing and flagging down traffic as it went by. That's crazy, man. Yeah, I can't wait to get that meat grinder, dude. It's gonna help my hands so much. I think that's why they're tingling. Because of this right here. All day, every day. I'm pretty sure that's part of it. I'm gonna go in here and get me a drink. I got a tiny bit of coffee left there, so I'm gonna go get something else. You guys can come with me. You just hear me in here. Yeah, it did.
Looks bright on the screen.
I'd say it'd be. I think that bait's gonna be more popular than what we think. Oh. See you, Gunpowder. Thanks for stopping in, man. Enjoy your vacation. Show the limited colors up close. You can get these tomorrow, guys, on Whatnot. This is called Lunch at Granny's. It's a PB&J variant with strawberry jelly instead of grape jelly. We got 3 colors left of the root fry to do, and then we can finally release it. I sent that big list to my mold maker, TriStar. He hasn't messaged me back yet, but a little rubber loaf of white bread. No, they hadn't got back yet. You know what? That'd be a good bait, big time. A loaf of bread. I guarantee you it's going to be about 10 grand. I actually think it's going to be about 10 grand, if not more. I haven't done the math on it, but that's my guesstimation. I'm going to have to buy $10,000 in molds to up my production and keep up with everything. I don't know why the pearls didn't show up in that as good. I put a ton of pearl in that. Hmm. Shady Poo, what are you doing? Oh, it's upside down. Doggo cam. Dang, I got three customer emails I gotta answer. There's a customer message. See, this is one time one reason I don't live stream either. Doggo cam. Yeah, baby. Wait on their plastic to heat up here. Oh, shit. What's the camera look like if I turn this halo light off? It actually looks more natural, but for some reason it won't let me turn my flash on. Basically the same. Yeah, pretty much. Those little spiders and stuff there show up about a little bit better. That's about it. The thing that's going to suffer is the close-up. See, now it's just shattered until I turn the halo light on. Now it looks better. Oh Lord, that's hot. Woo! Yeah, feel the pain. All right, here we go. Long ear lightning. The lightning of the creek. I'll read that message in just a second. This color right here is going to be killer in this bait. Again, I have to hold the pressure a little longer. But unfortunately, the camera is like right in my way. Oh man. Yeah, that sucks. By His grace. I wish I could have seen that. That's one thing that I haven't got a lot of feedback on is saltwater fishing with my baits. I did have a guy in Florida that was fishing with them quite a bit on a regular basis, kind of back when I first started. And he was catching peacock bass on them and everything, cichlids, uh, tilapia, all kinds of stuff. Oh. Are we going to be able to do it, y'all? Are we going to be able to get these last two colors done of the root fry? If we do, that means all we have to do is put the eyes on them, take pictures, do all the website stuff, and then we can launch them. Boy, man, went back to oh gosh. You got a fish on every bait in the sample pack on a Yeti wall. Wow. Dude, that's so cool to me. Like, I would love to go. Like, I can only imagine all the species of fish that are down in those rocks and in those little pools and stuff that I could catch on my stuff. I would love to go do that type of saltwater fishing. Let these cool off for just a second. And then we'll do Morning Yonder. Morning Yonder is our take on Morning Dawn. A little bit different. Morning Yonder. I think I'm going to do a limited time color. I don't know. This just hit me. So I don't know what color it's actually going to be. Maybe white and red. Or like a halo gold or something like that. I want to do a bless your heart color. That would be the name of the color. Bless your heart. That's about as Appalachian and country as you can get. I gotta come up with some more stuff like that. All this old mountain folk talk. We'll have to make colors based around a lot of the old Appalachian sayings and stuff like that. Kind of like morning yonder. Yeah, I could take that one out. Okay. I'm enjoying this day, man. Nice and relaxing. Get to talk to you guys. Morning yonder. This color is going to look good in this bait too. Getting dark outside. You ain't supposed to have your windows open when it's dark. It lets the spirits in. Dark brown and light tan called chestnut. Describe how purple jello tastes. Now, the purple jello that I eat is made from blackberries. Yeah, so it tastes like blackberries, but with a lot of sugar. Dude. So we got like blackberries are probably my least favorite. Black raspberries are my favorite. I love black raspberries. But we have an invasive berry. It's called wine berries. And it's essentially a raspberry. But we have a bunch of those wine berries up our road here. And dude, they're so good. Blueberries. Actually, blueberries are probably my least favorite berry. I don't really like blueberries. Have a weird texture to me. I forgot about blueberries because I never eat them. Raspberries are prime right now. Oh man, raspberries are so good. Man, no kidding. The old chestnut dude. Or old walnut and chestnut. Chestnuts used to be everywhere. Now you can't really find them. I think because people hated them so much because they were kind of a nuisance. You know, you got those spiky balls just laying in your yard. All right, 12 more minutes of wait time again. You like artificial blueberry, but not real blueberry? I agree. I do like artificial blueberry. All the chestnuts have been ravaged by fungal, invasive fungus. Ah, I see. So kind of like the ash borer tree, the ash borer beetles and stuff. That sucks. Oh my goodness. Hmm. Look at that. Some of them didn't laminate correctly, so those will be thrown away. Same thing here, they don't all laminate correctly. I got a fix for that. I just have to go get it out of the building. Paint your Geo Metro those colors. keep the ones for myself. I can sell the blemishes online instead of give them away or something. That one right there actually looks really good. Some of these, see, these laminated perfectly, but that one actually looks cool. It's more natural. This one didn't laminate at all. And it's all because of the injection ports on these. This is a custom injection port that I had made specifically for my shooting star machine, and I'm not using my shooting star machine, so they're not doing correctly. See, here's my injector for the shooting star. So yeah. Found a wild plum tree growing on the creek bank. You don't see plum much anymore either. My grandmother used to have one of those in her old at her old house. Did it shine too bright and it melted? I only use it when I do like when I do a color of every single profile, like really big batches. But I've got a one reason it's not laminating correctly. If you look down in there, it splits, but the split doesn't go all the way to the end of the port up here. So it's mixing before it reaches these holes down here. So I've got an injector out in the building that has a split all the way across. That'll work better. Oh, the next color is Jack's Curse, huh? Yeah, we've got Jack's Curse. Okay. Perfect. Never mind. Unless I do that, I don't have Jack's Curse because this was the limited color here. So I'll have to make some of the bottom. That's okay. No big deal. Unless I use this, I could use this as the bottom. Same thing. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's over on that mountain yonder. I had to put it on the mountain so that it would be taller. The tallest mountain in Appalachia, I reckon. Yeah, I destroyed like 100 acres of national forest to build it. But I just had to have it, you know. Yeah. Of course. I didn't even mention them because, yeah. Exactly. You got it. I think there was a couple of streams that ran through that 100 acres that had endangered species in it. But, you know, it ran like right through where I was wanting to put the skyscraper. So we just, we covered those up and plugged up the springs and stuff that they were coming from. Oh man, I'm excited to have these done. Not the spotted Tennessee Creek shark. It lives on forever. And so does the anaconda beaver. Minnie. And get kitty. Oh, get kitty. Right. What? Your turn? Oh, shady poopy dog. Oh, shady poopy dog. You happy now? You jealous? You happy? I'll just hold you here now. Is that alright? I think you're content. That's Sadie Poo. Woo, hot. Look at that morning yonder. Heat the blue up a little bit more, it'll be ready. Yeah, I'd say it does. Smells like it too. I have a OSHA approved exhaust system now. Ventilation system, not exhaust. Yeah, OSHA approved ventilation system right here. See? Here we go, morning yonder. Monday yonder in the mountains. In the holler. Oh, persimmons. I forgot all about persimmons, man. Those things are actually delicious. They stink too. Most of the time it's green pumpkin would be pretty much a go-to. Your more natural colors, your browns, your greens, blacks, stuff like that. Now, if you're going for like crappie or stock trout, they like bright colors. Smallmouth like bright colors. They like pink a lot. So it kind of just depends. A lot of it depends on water conditions too, water clarity, and whether you've got clear skies or cloudy skies or clear water, muddy water. The legendary pink worm. There you go, big time. To make you emotional. Bring back memories from 2017. Ooh, those are hot. Morning yonder in the holler. Interesting. All right, now we got to make Old Jack's Curse. This and this and this. Yeah, man, if you travel maybe 30 minutes up into the mountains, you start to get into native and wild trout a lot. Those are the streams that I can't get to because I don't have the time. I had a buddy of mine that I talked to here recently that me and him and his dad were going to go out and we were going to camp for a weekend up on the mountain and scout out a few places. I'd really love to do that. But I don't know if I can make it happen. So mostly I just fish the places that are closest to me. This was the last color, y'all. And we got all the colors made in the root fry. And we'll be able to launch it finally. What to do with the glue powder? There it is. Can't forget the glue powder. After I end this, I gotta start answering emails. I don't even know what time it is. 9:30. Let's see what this oof. Oof. Wow. Well, Morning Yonder looks sick. What's up, Chew? Thank you, bud. Delicious looking Swedish fish. Yeah, I don't think Europe would approve of the ingredient list for my Swedish fish. America wouldn't care. All right, guys. Anybody that's just joining, we're gonna do a What Not Live tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern. We're gonna have a limited color in there. This is a strawberry PB and J. It's a What Not Only exclusive. And of course, we're gonna have more of our cicadas and other baits that you guys like. There's the cicada. It is a floating soft plastic, so you can fish it weightless and just twitch it on top of the water there and watch them smack it. Oh, my feet are tired. Oh, it's gonna feel good to get these done. Then I got another new bait coming down the line too. Oh, that's awesome, Bias Grace. Could you imagine Creek Life Lure Company baits and the McDonald's skids mills? Yes, another new bait. And that may be our last new bait for a while. Although I am kind of working on a very different Helgramite profile that I might do. I don't know. Much different than all the other cookie cutter Helgramite profiles that are out there. Okay. Oh, you're crazy. Look at this pinking. Is their Helgramite like, pretty much the same thing as everybody else is doing? I wish I could do that dang flex stuff, man. But here's the thing. There's no small bait company that can do that. No bait maker can do that stuff. It has to be, you got to have a huge extruding machine that I would have to have an entirely separate building for. So most of the people that carry the elastomer stuff, they outsource their production, and it's either to Russia or China. And except for Z-Man, Z-Man actually makes their stuff here. And some companies have some contracts with them where Z-Man make their baits. But that's the only way you can do it, is if you outsource your production. You have a skyscraper. I do. Yeah, I do. Oh man. Come on, plastic. Hurry up and melt. La 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 la. I'll have to send you a picture of my Helgramite concept by His Grace. I don't want to give away my secret, but all the Helgramites that people are making right now do not look like how Helgramites actually look and move when they're flowing downstream. They look like how a Helgramite looks when it's just flat under a rock or something. Oh man. Oh. I always get all these emails from like I feel bad not helping these people out. So it's like up and coming YouTubers, right? Like we're talking like teenagers and stuff trying to make a YouTube video, YouTube channel, and they're what they do is they mass email all these bait companies and they're like, hey, you know, it's my birthday coming up or something, and I'm trying to start a YouTube channel. I was wondering if you could send me some free stuff. I get like hundreds of those emails. And at first I would pick like a couple out and send them stuff, but then when they post the video, like look like Creek Life Lure Co sent me, then the emails explode and I get like 1,000 of them. So I just stopped even replying, or I just completely ignore the emails. Uh, I wait until I see somebody that I like and corresponds with Creek Life and just really fits in with what we do. And then I'll reach out to them. Or sometimes I'll have somebody reach out to me and, I'll look them up and stuff and research them and then, do the same thing there. I'll make the decision that I want to support them. But I can't send all these people free stuff. I am not a billion-dollar corporation. A billion-dollar fishing corporation. I'm not. I can't just send out a bunch of free stuff like all these other companies can. I'm sorry. It cost me $6 just to ship out something. Whew. I think that one. The other day when I sent out 100 and some packages, the shipping charges on those was almost $500. Of course, the customer pays shipping unless their order is over $59, I think, and then it activates the free shipping thing. Yeah, right. We gotta put some glow powder in here. Got the glow powder in there. Oh man, the last color. Here we go. Old Jack's Curse. Should have been there on a Sunday morning, banging my head. Oh, it's getting hard to inject. Oh. Yep, that's exactly it. By His grace. Yes, sir. This color's gonna look really good too, I think. And it glows in the dark. Should have been there banging my head. Kind of excited to see this one. Should have been there on a Sunday morning. Banging my head. All right, here we go. Old Jack's Curse. Not bad. Looks pretty good. Good goldfish imitation. And like I said, it glows in the dark. Oh, where's my best lamination there? I don't know if I want to use any from this one specifically. Maybe that one. Oh yeah, that looks good. A lot better lamination on that one. All right, now I'm gonna put the eyeballs on these and launch them. I gotta take pictures and all that stuff. I don't know if I'll be able to get that done tonight. I'll take you guys along for the ride on the putting the eyeballs on them though. La, 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 la. Is that all? 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. That's not right. Oh yeah, I forgot. Did the rest of my colors are in here? I got a lot of eyeballs to put on, man. Oh, I've got a lot of eyeballs to put on. Um, I don't know if I'll get them up tonight or not. If I don't get them up tonight, it will probably be Saturday. that is still not all the colors. I'm missing. What color am I missing? I'm missing. I'm missing Slicker Than Snot. I don't think I have Slicker Than Snot. Yeah. 5, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm missing 2 colors. One of them's Slicker and Snot. What's the other? Oh no, it's right here. 10, 15, 16. No, I am missing 2 colors. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Slicker and Snot and what's the other one? Poke salad. I don't have poke salad. So yeah, we're not going to get them launched tonight. I'm missing 2 colors still. So no launch tonight, unfortunately. I've got to make Slicker and Snot and poke salad. I hate that makes it so dang bright. Slicker and Snot and poke salad. Well, shoot. Since I already got the eyes on this one, we'll do this one, I guess, first. Bring you guys back up a little bit, yeah. Maybe zoom you in. One thing I'm worried about with these is how well the eyeballs are going to stay on. They've got an adhesive on them themselves already. Plus I'm putting a layer of glue over it. If the eyes end up not staying on there like I want them to, I might have to do something different. This was just kind of a last minute thing that made the bait look better, more realistic. Look at that morning yonder color. It's looking real good. The top of color's looking real good. Old Jack's Curse. That's the goldfish glow in the dark color there. Mama's apple butter. Nope. One of my eyeballs came off somewhere. There it is. Whoops. I brushed it off. Oh. Oh. What's up, Catman? Harold, how's it going? Welcome in. Oh. I still got 2 colors to make in this bait. I need to get a different one of those. That one didn't inject correctly. I was going to try to launch it tonight, but I don't have all the colors made, so that's not going to happen. You doing all right, Harold? Trying to brush as hard against them this time. This is Long Garrett Lightning. Creek Gold. Oh, Harold, we're going to have a limited time color on a Whatnot only color tomorrow. Hey, Michael, what's going on? Doing all right, Michael. Here's the limited color we're going to have tomorrow. We'll probably do some of the root fry tomorrow, but they're not going to have the eyes on them. We're doing this color tomorrow. It's Lunch at Granny's is the name of it. It's a PB&J variant with strawberry jelly instead of grape. Really nice looking color, actually. I like it. we'll have more of the cicadas and stuff like that. Getting tired, y'all. Past my bedtime. Ain't gonna lie, these eyes are meticulous to put on. Are they worth it? This is the possum milk color. And this is a bowline. It's like a rainbow trout color. It's hard to get the pearls to show up in the camera. Cured hide. Ooh. You have plenty? Yeah, yeah, you do. You grabbed all those up. When is the new secret bait coming? I'm not sure yet. It's going to be a couple of months, I would say. Let's say 4 to 8 weeks. Well, let's see. 4 to 10 weeks. Maybe longer. I haven't even got the molds for that one yet. I have the molds ordered. And they're going to take at least a month. And then I have to make all 18 colors in it. Rhodo Bloom. Oh, that didn't laminate right. Hold up. Steady hands. Yeah, it'll be a while. I got 4 molds. I actually need to order. I probably need to order 8, or not 8, 4 more molds. So most of the time when I order molds, I order 4, and they're 10 cavity to 20 cavity. That bait will probably be a 20 cavity at least, or at the most. This is catalpa worm, or not catalpa worm, pawpaw, sorry. Pawpaw color. Meant to replicate the pawpaw fruit. This is, of course, Granny's griddle. That thing looks so good, man. I'm excited for this one. Yeah, he's good one, isn't he? Did you watch that? Was it the video where he was talking about get your baits, get your creek life baits, and you'll catch? How do you say it? I can't remember. He's funny, man. You'll catch a real big fish. I'll have to tell him that people's wanting to see him again. There's walnut stain. That's all the colors I got right now. I still got poke salad and slicker and snot. I'm really liking this one right here. I don't know about y'all. What y'all think? Which one you like the best? Get my camera out of the way. Which one of those y'all like the best? What's up, KCD? Welcome, welcome, welcome. You dip that in sugar and eat it. It looks like good, don't it? Yeah. The drag queen one. This one. I don't know. I'm liking that Catawba worm color, man. This one right here. Gosh, that looks sick. Mm. A 4-inch Cinco. Oh, I'll lose. Sorry. The master kit, is that something we're gonna have to make? The master kit. Here, I have a 4-inch Cinco actually. Boom. Oh man. All right, guys. Again, this is here's the limited color that we're gonna do on Whatnot tomorrow. It's a Whatnot only color. It's looking pretty sick. I like it. And then of course we'll have our cicadas. I'll show those off again. Cicadas in 8 different colors. Yeah, I wish that wish this looked better. It's too bright in the camera. That's too dark, isn't it? You can see the colors better though. Jar flies? Oh yeah. Dang, that's what I should have called them. I called it the sycamore screamer instead of the jar fly. That's what we used to call them too, man. I forgot all about that. It's time for a name change. No longer the sycamore screamer, it's jar fly. Well, that's pretty much it, y'all. We did our colors. I still got 2 colors to make. We made our dragonflies. Walnut stained dragonflies. La 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 la. Oh. Harold, have you got to do any fishing with the cicadas yet? Oh, yeah. Well, dang it, man. I hate that I don't even think I have poke salad. Actually, I do. There's the poke salad color. Just meant to look like an old pokeweed. One thing I do not have is slicker than snot. I don't have any slicker than snot. I would have to completely make that. So yeah, we'll just wait. I ain't gonna do poke salad till not yet. Man, I can't wait to see what you catch. I know it's gonna be killer. Yeah, this is like the ultimate crappie color set. Like, I mean, what else would you really want? You got basically your monkey milk right here, which is what everybody uses a lot of the times. And you got that black and chartreuse, which is beyond popular. And then you got that morning dawn that we call what we call morning yonder. You got the pink, black, green pumpkin. You got the weird color right here, muddy water. Right, much else that you would want. We're gonna have a few discontinued things on Whatnot or tomorrow. This one will be really interesting. So I used to make my own inline spinners back when I first started Creek Life. And that is literally the only one left. I just happened to find this one. I found this one while we were cleaning up here. That is the last OG Creek Life spinner in existence. And then I found these jewels. Got the micro whopper plopper in the blue glue color that we're not going to have anymore. That's the last one of those in existence. Then I found 2 of the 1.5-inch jerk baits in colors that I no longer have. These are the last 2 of these in existence. We'll have all of these on the Whatnot auction tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern. We might do something with these root fry. I kind of need to take pictures though. I need to take pictures of these before I go sell them. So I don't know if I want to do that. Anyway, guys, I think I want to jump off. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Appreciate all the orders. As you guys know, I never would have imagined that I would have been in this spot that I am currently sitting in. It's all thanks to you guys. If you didn't support us, then none of this would have ever been possible. So, you've all helped a dream come true. So I can't thank you enough. I never imagined in a million years that my baits would be all over the world. It's unreal. Still can't believe it. How does your mind even process something like that? It's just crazy. I don't know, but it's happened. So, y'all have a great night. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow at 1 o'clock on Whatnot.